Well, hello there. This is going to be your daily for Wednesday, January 23rd. We're going to call this Fire and Ice. Why? Because water, air, fire, and earth elements. You all have something in common. You all have fire within you. The passion, the desire, the yearning, the missing someone, the wanting of the romance, the relationship, the title, the house, the family. For some of you, this could be your fire, your passion could lie within your job, within your employment. It could lie within your family, with your friends, and it could also be in your relationship with your loved one, a past loved one, a loved one who has moved on to the other side, a loved one maybe who has just moved away and out of your life, or maybe you moved out of someone else's life. That could be where your fire and your passion is. But you also have ice. With the ice is where everything got frozen that caused you pain and hurt. It's where you shut down. It's where you put a block up. It's where your brick wall was built. It's where your denial stage comes from. It's also where heartache, disappointment, despair, loneliness, putting myself in victim mode, putting yourself in victim mode, putting ourselves in an out-of-touch area, a safe place, so to speak. Fire and ice is the demonstration of the energies that surround all elements, all zodiac signs, all living creatures. You yourself have been involved in a relationship, not for the first time, not for the last time. But many of you have weathered many storms throughout this season. When I say season, I'm not speaking of winter. I'm not speaking of summer. I am speaking of as in the time period from one partner to the next partner. So each partner you shared a season with. Each partner you had to learn how to accommodate their needs and hoped that they would accommodate yours. In this relationship with the fire, we desired that title. We wanted to know after a few months, what am I to you? They wanted to know from you, what are they to you? A lot of us maybe didn't have an answer other than, that's my significant other. Or that's who I see. That's who I date. That's just somebody I hang out with. That's somebody I kick it with. That's somebody we're pretty good friends. Everybody uses a different terminology to describe the type of relationship that they have. There will come a time and a place where a title will get put on. A label will, so to speak, will be put on your relationship. Whether you are engaged, whether that's my future husband, future wife, whether that's my just significant other, whether that's my fiance, whether that's my best friend, or some people may just still address you just by your name. For a lot of you, the desire to be in a committed relationship, the yearning for that, the passion for that, the reason that you keep insisting, because the world itself, the people around you, make you feel a certain way when you're by yourself and you see a couple. It makes you feel kind of sad and hurtful in one aspect because you're missing that. You're wanting that for yourself. When you're behind somebody and you see a couple walking down the street holding hands, laughing, joking, maybe picking up some snow and throwing it at each other. Maybe they're sitting in the park on a bench talking. Maybe they're at a cafe and you're going in to get your coffee real quick to leave, but you see them sitting as a couple at the table. Things that create that dream in your mind of what you've always wanted, the fantasy that we create for ourselves that we want in a relationship. The universe is saying that you can have that. However, due to the decisions that you've made, the choices that you've made, and the people that you've gotten involved with, they have not created that balance for you to get to that level where you want to be. Some of you thought you were there in that particular position, where you thought it was going to turn into exactly what you had fantasized about love, relationships, commitment, marriage, what all that should be. A lot of you are basing it on what you grew up with. A lot of you are basing it on the movies that you watch. A lot of you put yourself in the mindset with the songs that you hear. A lot of the love songs, they tend to feed your curiosity about relationships and love and how it should be and what they should say. And people watch these movies and they feel that this person should do this and this person should do that, because you're not living in reality when you're doing that, because each individual relationship will be quite different. Each relationship takes its own turn, if you may. Let's just say it's like a ceiling fan that's spinning around and around. It's energy that never stops. That's why I wanted to show you this fan, because it's energy. It's energy, constantly moving. Your emotions, the situation, your relationship, the levels, some good, some bad, some toxic. Fire and ice is created to help explain to everyone that everyone has a place and there is a place for everyone. It doesn't mean that everyone you meet is meant for you. You may feel they are the perfect partner. They may just feel you're perfect for now. There's a difference between forever and for now. Some of us got into a situation where we believed it was forever, but it ended up being for now. A lot of you have gone through so many struggles, so much trials, tribulation, tests, test after test after test in relationship. A lot of you have been challenged with an opportunity or an offer to stray from your relationship. Maybe to have an affair with your relationship. And yet, you wonder why you were able to turn that down, but your partner wasn't. There's something that is definitely creating a lot of questions in your mind. Love on a two-way street, meaning you can go north and they can go south. You can go east and they can go west. That means somebody has the freedom. You both have the freedom to go where you please, to do what you need to do, to live your life to the fullest. You have that right. You have that right to be happy. Fire and ice is just the beginning to teach you about and remind you about the passions that your heart desires so bad. Some of you are willing to let that passion go just to keep your partner with you. You don't want to risk losing them. You don't want to risk being by yourself. Fire and ice. Now let's speak of the ice side again, where you're in the hermit mode, where you're isolating, where you're saying, I don't want to date anyone again. I don't want to date a specific sign because that specific sign was sneaky and tricky and this and that, and everybody says that this sign is not good. It is not the sign so much, but as the time that someone was born and where the planets were at that particular time. Timing is everything. It truly is. You can meet one Aries, one Scorpio, one Gemini, one Libra, and meet 10 more of the same Aries, Gemini, Scorpio, Libra, and they can all be quite different. So don't be convinced that if you had bad luck with an air sign that you're going to always have bad luck with air signs. Don't be convinced if you had bad luck with a water sign that you're always going to have bad luck with a water sign. It is all about timing. It is in the astrology part of that. So don't be so quick to put people in titles that they don't belong. There is definitely going to be the opportunity for many of you, earth, air, water, fire, all those elements. There is the opportunity. February is a very, very strong month for love. February is when Cupid goes around and shoots that damn arrow. So watch you don't get stuck right in the butt with that arrow. Okay, because the universe, your angels, your spirit guides, they all want to see you happy. They don't want to see you struggling in this relationship that you've been pushing for. They're struggling to try to get someone to come towards you. Struggling to try to make someone love you. Struggling to try to be the number one person in their life. Or you're living by the fear of your pants rather than living by the faith of your life. The faith of your Christianity. The faith of your religion. Do not give up on your dreams. Do not let go of what you've always wanted and desired in your heart, in the fire part of you. Wanting that attractive, sexy, warm, loving, cuddly, understanding, strong, smart, controlling a little bit, jealous a little bit, loving partner. You want that. You desire that. You want someone to come in and sweep you off of your feet. You want someone to come in and make you their hero. There's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong is the cold side when you've allowed someone to put you in the corner. When you've allowed someone to limit your availability, to limit your life experiences, to limit who you are, to limit your growth. Somebody who doesn't encourage you and inspire you to do better and do more. Somebody who tries to keep you under their thumb. Somebody who's trying to keep you in control. If someone's trying to change who you are, they don't need to be with you. Or if you're trying to change who they are, you don't need to be with them. There is so many blessings and opportunities coming in 2019. That if you continue to focus on the negative, you'll never see the positive blessings that are there, the presents that are there for you to open. The universe has so many gifts that it wants to give you. And I'm guided to send you this message to say, hey, guess what? You're waking up. You're getting on with your life. You're finally making a decision and a choice that's going to benefit you first. You first. Because until you love yourself enough, nobody ever could possibly love you until you love yourself. You have to love what you're offering to someone else. So stay tuned. My next reading is going to be about who comes to visit you in the middle of the night.